Hey, I'm going to show you how to do a Euro hem. And a Euro hem is a special way of hemming jeans that allows you to keep the original hem intact so that you can keep the fading. So you want that to stay the same. This is going to work the best for jeans that are straight leg. These ones have quite a taper, but because I'm not making them much shorter, it's not going to make a big difference. It's going to be okay. And the reason for that is if I was trying to attach this hem to a higher up part of the jeans, it's not going to fit because this circumference is smaller than up here. So because I'm just doing a little bit, it's going to work out just fine. It does work best with a straight leg pant. I'm going to be using the jeans needle. I'm going to use size 14 because I have a medium weight denim. If I was using a heavier denim, then I would probably go with the 16. I also need a zipper foot. I'm going to use a sewing gauge, and I'm going to use my pretty pink hammer. To get ready to do the Euro hem, you're going to start by rolling up your hem to the point that you want it to be finished at. I don't need to take these up very much, so I'm just going to fold them like that. If you like the length, then you can put a pin. So we folded our jeans. This is the length that I want them to end up. So I'm going to measure the folded part up to the bottom of the hem like this. And I folded it up 18 millimeters. I'm going with millimeters because that's easier to divide. So got 18 millimeters total. The next thing I have to do is divide that number. So we're going to be at 9 millimeters. And I'm going to take the pin out, and I need to bring that fold down until it measures 9 millimeters here. So it's going to be quite a small fold. I'm just hemming a little bit up here. So basically what we want is to sew half of the amount that we want to remove. I'm going to put pins back in this spot, and I'm going to just pin all the way around. This is the amount that we need to take off. So now they're pinned and they're ready to go. So you're probably wondering why I was using a hammer. So the reason why I use a hammer when hemming jeans is to soften the thick seams. You need to sew over top of this. It's really thick and it's easy to break a needle. So what I do is I have a block of wood, an old cutting board piece, and I just stick that in there. I'm gonna move my pins out of the way. And I'm just gonna pound this thing. And once you do that, you'll be amazed at how soft this has become. And it's gonna be really easy to sew through now. So I'm gonna put my zipper foot on, and I'm gonna put it on the left side. That way I can get nice and close to the hem. So if you can fit the pant leg over the free arm of the sewing machine, then you can just do the hem like this. Mine's really tight and I think it's not gonna go through very easily, so I'm gonna turn the pant leg inside out, and that way it'll be easier. So instead of having pant leg over the machine, I'm gonna be sewing like this. Since the pant leg is inside out, I can see all of the hem, and I know that nothing is gonna be sneaking underneath and getting caught by accident. So I wanna tuck the hem under the zipper foot just like this, because I want my needle to hit the fabric right beside the hem like this. And I started sewing away from the seams just because that's a much easier place to start, because the seams are where it's gonna be thicker and more difficult to sew. So you can see how I just went over the thick part of the seam and the machine barely even struggled. I just gave it a little pull to help it through. That's what it looks like on the inside. I'll flip it. So what you want is to have that hem folded down like this, and we're gonna press it, and it's gonna make a huge difference too. But you can see already that it just looks like the way that they looked before. So I'm just gonna press that seam, and I want the fold to be pointing up towards the top of the leg. Now, because this was such a small amount that I hemmed, I don't need to do anything else. If you had hemmed it by full 2 inches, you'll have like a full inch sticking out here. It would be a good idea to trim down your excess, zigzag that little bit, and even do a couple of tacking stitches on the seams here and here. And by that I just mean just a little up and down here, just to keep that hem, that folded part, pointing upwards. You can do that if you feel like you need to, but usually I find that they just stay in place. And that's it. You just need to do the other leg and it's done.